Hello, today is May 8th, and we've been posting a lot of our updates on our website, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit more detail tonight, so that's why I'm posting this today. To date, we have 116 cases of the COVID-19 virus, of which 3 people are hospitalized, and unfortunately we have 4 deaths. The good news, if you can find good news in any of this, is that 70 people have recovered from the virus here in town, which is 60% of our cases. Of those hospitalized, the ages are 20, 60, and 73. Those are the people that are in the hospital at this point. So as you can see, this is not age specific. It really affects everybody. Based upon the data, though, I am happy to say we have the lowest COVID-19 cases in Passaic County. I believe that this is really due to early intervention and the community buy-in. Our residents and businesses have done such a great job with the mitigation efforts that each and every one of them need to be commended. As there's potential for some restrictions being lessened in the coming weeks, I want to share some of my thoughts on returning to normal, or the new normal, and we ask all the Ringwood people to commit to doing your part to do the same. There will be restrictions on what is allowed to be opened as we move forward. I don't expect that everyone to feel the same way about these restrictions, or if we need these restrictions, but I do ask everybody to follow them. Following the restrictions are going to be very important. Being able to follow the restrictions will allow us to gauge if we took too big of a step, if we need to walk something back, or it was successful and we can move forward. In anticipation of those coming days, the council passed a resolution creating the opportunity for open outdoor dining at our food establishments here in town. This will allow the residents to eat in open air, not necessarily be in the building. It will allow our restaurants to serve more people, and I think this will be beneficial to all and it will be healthy for all. The council also extended the grace period for tax payments until June 1st. They did this for all those people that may be having a difficult time at this point. In an effort to assist residents and contractors to get their applications moving forward, the borough will also be conducting the Planning Board, Board of Adjustment, Board of Health, and so on through virtual meetings. You can check the borough website for information on those meetings, and this is likely going to be the new normal for a while. You'll be able to participate in those meetings if you check the website, so please do that. We did it on the council meeting last week, and it worked very well. Ringwood is rich with lake communities, and in this stage of recovery, or as we move forward, we're looking to see how we can reduce some of these restrictions so that we can move forward with some activities. I received a lot of calls from members of the lakes asking what's going to happen going forward. And while we're waiting for guidance from the governor, I just want everybody to know that you can use your beaches, you can go fishing, you can use your boats and kayaks on the lakes. We just ask that you maintain social distance. You might not be able to use the buildings and the facilities, but you still can use parts of the lakes that are vital to the lake communities. Swimming is not allowed yet, but we're going to start doing some of the water testing at the lakes to ensure that the water quality is maintained. In terms of the borough, there's no programs at this point. However, we have opened up our dog park, our skate park, and our tennis courts for usage. Some people are taking advantage of that at this point. The children's playgrounds are still remain closed. As the weather changes, we hope to start allowing the usage of some of these some of the playgrounds as well. We have to recognize the fact that there still is concern for allowing the usage of some of these facilities. We've worked hard to reduce the exposure and stop the spread, and we'll continue to take precautions that will benefit all of us in the long run. I want to remind everyone that we're not treating any of these outdoor areas with antivirals, and we ask that if you are using them, please take the precautions necessary when you're using those facilities. Do that for yourself and your children. In the event a vaccine becomes available, we've taken some precautions. We're starting to be proactive, and we've developed a plan to get a vaccine to the public, starting with the most vulnerable population and our first responders, and then we will proceed from there for the rest of the public. We want to make sure we're ready if in fact something's available so that we can get it to all of you. It has been great seeing many of the residents engaging in many of the outdoor activities that Ringwood has to offer. People have been biking, hiking, walking like they've never done before. I do want to remind everybody that while nice weather, although we're not having it this weekend, is coming, so are the bears and the ticks. So please be mindful that when you come back from your long walk or your hikes that you check to make sure that you have no ticks on yourself, because we certainly don't want to have any increase in Lyme's disease going forward. So please just be mindful of that. You should also check your children. I also want to remind the drivers to drive more carefully and slower around the lakes. There's so many more pedestrians on the road trying to get some exercise, keep social distance. They're walking, they're biking. I ask the drivers to be patient and be aware of this as they go back and forth. I can't impress enough the importance of continuing the same practices that we've had for the last 8 weeks. Social distancing, masks, hand sanitizations, these are all keys to fight the virus. I think it's so important that we need to continue that. All of us at Borough Hall are in the building here to help. We're answering the phones. Borough Hall is closed, but we are here to help you. If you need something, don't hesitate to call us. Everybody here is ready, willing, and able to assist. And finally, I want to end by wishing all the moms a very happy Mother's Day. I know the moms have been taking the brunt of everything that's going on right now, and I want to thank you for that. Wish you a happy Mother's Day. Everybody should stay safe, be well, and we'll see you soon.